70s.
Oh. Alright,
Back when
get back to
D&D
that one.
had just been newly invented and it sucked. This was back when like fantasy was wicked cool and you had like Ronnie James Dio and everybody and like their like in their videos it was like about them like playing guitars at demons.
Chapter 2.
Wait, why are we recording this?
Because it's awesome! Shut up, Ethan!
We're leaving it. We're gonna leave it for Miss Pansier.
Arriving!
We got so much done!
Shh, let me weave you the tale. Arriving after dusk in Gorzarm, lowercase Grigner descended down a dismal alley, reining his horses before a beaten tavern. The red-haired giant strode.
I think he's used the word raining like 20 times at this point too.
The red-haired giant strode into the dimly lit hostelry, reeking of foul odors and cheap wine. The air was heavy with choking fumes spewing from smoldering torches, one word, encased within the den's earthen-packed walls.
Smoldering torches.
Tables were clustered with groups of drunken thieves and cutthroats tossing dice or making love to willing prostitutes out in the open, apparently.
At the same time. Oh, hello.
Eyeing a slender female crouched alone at a nearby bench, Grigner advanced wishing to wholesomely occupy his time. The flickering torches cast weird shafts of luminescence dancing over the half-naked harlot of his choice, her stringy, orchid twines of hair swaying gracefully over the lithe, opaque nose as she raised a half-drained mug to her pale red lips.
Nose.
Glancing upward, the alluring complexion noted the stalwart giant as he rapidly approached.
Wait, Star Wars?
Stalwart.
Oh.
Stalwart?
They said Star Wars giant.
A faint glimmer sparked from the pair of deep blue ovals of the amorous female as she motioned toward Grigner, enticing him to join her. The barbarian seated himself upon a stool at the wench's side, exposing his body, naked, save for a loincloth, brandishing a long steel broadsword, an iron spiral battle helmet, and thick leather sandals to her, unobstructed view. Thou hast need to occupy your time, barbarian, questioned the female. Only if something worth offering is within my reach, stated Grigner, as his hands...
That is some mad flirting right there.
As his hands crept to embrace the tempting female, who welcomed them with open willingness. From where do you come, barbarian, and by what are you called? Gasped the complying wench as Grigner smothered her lips with a blazing touch of his flaming mouth. The engrossed titan...
Oh my god.
Doesn't sound pleasant at all.
Oh my god.
The engrossed titan ignored the queries of the inquisitive female, pulling...
Where are you from? He has to use a different synonym for woman, like, every single time.
Pulling her towards him and crushing her sagging nipples to his yearning chest.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Is this like James' face a real person?
I don't know, this is really sexist.
Is this supposed to be sexy?
The engrossed titan ignored the queries of the inquisitive female, pulling her towards him and crushing her sagging nipples to his yearning chest. Without struggle, she gave in, winding her soft arms around the harshly bronzed hide of Grigner corded shoulder blades as his calloused hands caressed her firm, protruding busts. His calloused hands caressed her firm, protruding busts. Protruding? Because she's busty, so they're busts.
This guy doesn't know how to put words together.
You make love well, wench, admitted Grigner as he reached for the vessel of potent wine his charge had been quaffing. A flying foot caught the mug Grigner had taken hold of, sending its blood-red contents sloshing over a flickering crescent. leashing tongues of bright orange flame to the foot-trodden floor. Remove yourself, sirrah! The wench belongs to me, blabbered a drunken soldier, too far consumed by the influences of his virile brew to take note of the superior size of his adversary. Grigner lithely bounded from the startled female, his face lit up to an ashen red ferocity. Ashen red?
That's an
And eyes locked in a searing, feral blaze toward the swaying soldier. To hell with you, braggart! Bellowed the angered accordion as he hefted his finely honed broadsword.
Did you call me?
Broadsword!
Oh, sorry. I think I accidentally pressed the button. What time do you want me home by? What time do you want me home by? Okay, well, just tell me
Yeah, I'm pretty
if
sure.
you're missing me.
I'm pretty sure sword is a euphemism for dick.
What?
Then that's gonna
Well-
be killing the soldier a whole
Okay, well, I'll
lot
be.
weirder.
How about I'll be home by like between 4 and 5.
The staggering soldier clumsily reached
Alright, okay,
toward the
love you.
pommel of his dangling sword.
Oh God.
But before his hands ever touched
was-
the
can we do
oaken
that
hilt, a silvered flash
okay,
was
love you.
slicing the heavy air. The thews
Okay.
of the
Alright,
savage of the savage's lashing right arm bulged from the glistening bronze tide as his blade bit deeply into the soldier's neck, loping off the confused head of his senseless tormentor. With a nauseating thud, the severed oval toppled to the floor. As the segregated torso of Grigner's bovine antagonist swayed, then collapsed into a pool of swirling crimson. He uses swirling and crimson, like...
I don't know.
In the confusion, the soldier's fellows confronted Grigner with unsheathed cutlasses directed towards the latter's scowling makeup.
Makeup?
The slut should have picked his quarry more carefully, roared the victor in a mocking baritone growl, as he wiped his dripping blade on the prostrate form.
Prostate?
What?
Prostrate, excuse me.
Okay, I thought that was...
I didn't see the R.
I don't think we're a little too conditioned.
And returned it to its scabbard. The fool should have shown more prudence. However, you shall rue your actions while rotting in the pits, stated one of the sprawled soldier's comrades. Grigner's hand began to remove his blade from its leather housing, but retarded the motion in face of the blades waving before him. Dismiss your hand from the hilt, barbarian, or you shall find a foot of steel sheathed in your gizzard! Grigner weighed his position, observing his plight, whereupon he took the soldier's advice as the only logical choice. To attempt to hack his way from his present predicament could only warrant certain death. He was of no mind to bring upon his own demise if an alternate path presented itself. The will to necessitate his life forced him to yield to the superior force in hopes of a moment of carlessness later upon the part of his captors in which he could effect a more plausible means of escape.
People are gone now.
Where did Tim go?
Sam went away to talk on the phone to his mama.
What's a seraglio?
I have no idea. Where does it say that?
Where is it?
Confronted a massive seraglio. I'll look it up. That seems like a real word that he's just using because he's weird.
I think we're done here.
Yeah.
Is anybody else done?
That was good. That was good while it lasted.
We can start again.
No.
We can.
It means a brothel or place of debauchery.
wait.
The sequestered living quarters used by wives and concubines in a Turkish household.
Oh, God.
Can I see it?
Yeah, which... You want to see the story? Yeah.
Or just the computer. You can save that.
I'm saving it. Don't worry.
that instead of graduating.